room. Pretty extreme, but pretty fun for the cats.
You got that exploring nature in you, don't you? That's why you want to go outside.
We are back with Rocky, and Rocky is also about 5 or 6 years old, and he came to us secondhand as well. His owners are moving, so they weren't able to take him along. And one of the things that often people say when they tell us that they're moving is it's really more complicated than that. Either they've lost their home or job and are moving to an apartment to downsize for financial reasons, maybe even moving in with family, maybe even taking a job out of state. Because if you are planning to move and you have pets, there are many, many ways you can keep your pets. One of the ways is advanced planning, obviously. Make sure your pet is up to date with shots and you get a health certificate from your vet that you can show potential landlords. Make sure that you save up some money for the security deposit. It's kind of a forced savings because if you have a good pet and you're a diligent pet owner, then you know you're going to get that security deposit returned to you at the end of your lease. But it gives your landlord the comfort in knowing that should your pet ruin something or should they have to go to some expense when you move out to clean up, repaint, or repair carpets, they would have the ability to do so from your security deposit. The other thing you might want to do is to get a reference from your current landlord. It is an easy thing to ask for while you're living someplace. In some cases, the landlord will even tell you, just write it and I'll sign it. And what you want to say is that your pet didn't do any damage to the property, that you didn't cause any complaints of other tenants because of noise or activities of your pet. And that will help assure potential landlords that you're responsible and your pet's not going to be a problem. I have had the experience of having to do that, and because I've always had a dog and I always like to live in a house with a yard, and people who rent houses sometimes are reluctant to rent to people that have dogs. So by having those references in order, I've always been able to convince landlords, and even had one landlord tell me that he now prefers to rent to people who have pets. So it's a good thing you can do for pet owners all around, is to get landlords who in the past have been reluctant to allow pets to see that it's really a great thing. People who have pets are more likely to want a yard, to take care of their yard, to want a fence. One of the things you can also offer your landlord is, would he let you make small repairs and then deduct that off your rent, and that way you could even put in a fence, baby gates, things like that. So it is definitely possible to rent with pets, and it just takes a little bit of pre-planning to make sure that when you move you're going to be able to keep your pets. And this guy has experience, litter box trained. We're going to microchip him. He's already been neutered, so I think he's going to make a really great pet for someone. And because he's 5 or 6 years old, you're not going to have to deal with the kitten stage, you know, climbing curtains and stuff like that.